Good morning, E-Town. Well, it's May 1st, and it is the beginning of the next 30-day stay-at-home order here in the state of Illinois. It's also the day where all of us in our state are required to wear masks in order to continue to protect ourselves, but it's also a day that we're all striving so hard to do what we're supposed to do. Yes, it's a great day to be a wildcat. And I'm Eric Witherspoon, the Superintendent of ETHS, and I'm joined again this morning by my partner and friend, Dr. Marcus Campbell. Marcus, good morning.
Good morning, Eric. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing great. I hope you are too.
Yes, it's May 1st, and it's warm enough to have short sleeves, but cold enough to still have a fireplace.
Thank you for justifying the fireplace.
You're welcome.
Today, one little bit of a theme. It's not a theme throughout the program, but one thing that we want to be sure we point out to everybody is how important it is to show appreciation. And at least a few of the things we're going to say this morning are going to reference that. But the first thing I want to say to everybody, coming this next week is Staff Appreciation Week here at ETHS. And it's an annual tradition here, and we always have a lot of activities planned, and we have a number of things planned for our staff to show appreciation. If we ever indeed needed to be aware and bear down on how much people deserve praise and appreciation, it's certainly at a time like this. But one of the things that I want to point out, and I hope parents and or students who are listening, is one of the things we do every year is our students, when they're here at school, actually fill out little cards sending messages of appreciation to staff members, to a safety person, to an administrator, and to somebody else on the staff, and certainly to their teachers. So one of the things I want to point out is previous to this, all of our students have received a message where they can go online and they can complete some appreciation cards for people here at ETHS. We're going to send a reminder to that to you, so that again today. So you don't have to necessarily go back and search through your inbox to see where that went. But students, your teachers, the people here at ETHS are breaking their backs to try to make this work for you. This pandemic is creating lots of hard work. I've said it before, and I know many parents and families know who are also continuing working in one format or another. It's never been harder. So students, if you haven't already sent one of those appreciation cards, or there's no limit, send as many as you want, would you please watch for that message again today? Get online and send some words of appreciation to the people here at ETHS who care so much about you. Hey, Marcus.
Thanks, Eric. Our students and staff have experienced so many disruptions that we welcome activities that connect us as a school community, like Staff Appreciation Week and the notes that Eric was just referencing. Since e-learning began at ETHS, we have received notes from students and parents, community members, and others who have let us know that they are lifted up and they are sustained by the support of the community. It may be extracurriculars like the Books R Us Club, thank you Tracy Brown Powell, a quick check-in, phone calls or emails. For our staff, everything that we've been doing with the Zoom wellness classes and our virtual team collaborations are making a difference. And so to our staff and students, let's just keep this up, because the more we do this, it just reminds us that we are all connected and we are in this together. Eric?
And I just want to say a thank you to the people who've been sending words of encouragement to all of us, those of us who are physically in the building and those of us who are, not physically in the building, because it doesn't matter. The workload is the same. So to all of you who've sent words of encouragement to many of us here at ETHS, believe me, it is appreciated. We know it's our job, but it's not an easy job. And so just your willingness to reach out is making such a difference for all of us. But one of the things I want to make sure I reference today is, because it's the month of May, the communications from us are certainly going to be coming on a regular basis. There's just so much that goes on as you're wrapping up a school year, even if we're wrapping up a school year unlike one that we've never had in the history of ETHS. So please be on the lookout for messages coming from ETHS and do your best to keep up. And remember, we archive and keep all that available on our website. And so you can always go back and find those communications and make sure that you have clarification.
Yeah, this is true. There have already been a number of emails important emails sent to students. For example, students have received updates about Honor Society membership, and we have adjusted the requirements. These updates came from Ms. Oberman, so please make sure you check your email for that. Also, our literacy lab will be sending out a new book talk to students through a platform called Flipgrid. So there's a book talk coming from our literacy lab going to all students on Flipgrid. So please take a look at that. And again, thank you to all of the staff who are remaining flexible and who are thinking of new and creative ways to keep our students connected. Thank you so much.
One of the things I want to lift up, and it certainly is just appreciating what everybody does to make this happen. This past week, the U.S. News and World Reports published their annual list of the best high schools in America. Once again, ETHS is in the top 2 to 3%. And that includes all of the private schools, the magnet schools, the highly selective schools. That's not just comprehensive public high schools. That's all sorts of elite schools in the country. And yet, once again, we are ranked in the top 2 to 3%. We've been ranked this way for the past 10 years. Once we achieved that status, we just haven't let it go. But one of the interesting things is, over time, the methodology have changed, and how they rank schools has changed, and it's done some reshuffling of that ranking that they have. Nonetheless, no matter what methodology they've used, we absolutely still see ETHS as a shining star in the world of education. Thanks, students. Thanks, staff. This is because of what you do that ETHS is such a stellar school. It's because of what you do that ETHS continues to be at the top of the country. But being at the top isn't just about a ranking. It's about what it means. It means that you are getting a remarkable education here at ETHS. You have access to one of the best schools in America, much of the best that education in America has to offer. So I just urge all students, keep going. Keep getting on in that remote learning. I'm going to mention that again before we're done today, but keep attending your classes and taking advantage of this opportunity you have, because whether it is in person or remote, these are your only high school years, and they're going to be important to you the rest of your life.
Thank you, Eric. Students, it is important to know that we are proud of you. So keep working hard, keep checking those emails, keep connecting with the staff. We want to know that you're okay. And staff, we want you to know that we are proud of you too, which is why we have a big celebration scheduled next week for Staff Appreciation Week. It is worth celebrating you and acknowledging all of the things that you have done. So we want you to keep working hard, and we want you to keep checking your emails and connecting with us. I'm really excited about the work that our Staff Appreciation Committee put together for acknowledging staff. You're going to be so pleased with the things that we've prepared and that they've prepared for you next week. I'm really excited about it. Eric?
All right, this isn't in my script, but I have to say it anyway, as you said that again. Big shout out to the Staff Appreciation Committee. Everything that we normally do relies on being here together. And they've had to literally reformat, retool, rethink, how do we do this when we can't be together? And I will just say this, I think staff, you will be appreciative of their creativity in showing all of our appreciation for you. Want to point out to everybody, to all of our students, that beginning this coming Monday, we're going to have professional learning days, planning days. And we've already sent information on this, but I want to remind you again, for each of the next 3 Mondays, beginning this coming Monday, we will not be holding classes. Instead, our staff is going to be deeply engaged in planning days and all sorts of things that they need to be doing to complete this semester and to make sure that they can keep your classes at a very high quality for the remainder of the school year. I don't know that I've ever heard a student complain about a day off, although it is starting to change our perspective a little bit. But no classes on Monday, no classes for each of the next 3 Mondays. And by the way, that 4th Monday is Memorial Day, so no classes on that 4th Monday either. You know, we always have PD Mondays. Well, these are PD Mondays for sure. But students, the rest of each week, you need to be online. You need to be getting your classes. We are not going to give away credits. If you're attending school, you're going to absolutely be able to complete your credits and complete this school year. But if you're not attending, and you're probably not listening either, listening in this morning, so somebody who knows that and has a friend, say something to them, contact them, and let them know you have to be attending school to get your credits for this semester. But thank you, teachers. Thank you, staff, because next week is a week to appreciate you. Have a great day, everybody, and go Kits!